And pause for the big reveal.
Okay, so I just want to start this off by saying that, as we know, it is currently Pride Month. I told Ella that I had a special look planned just for her, just for Pride Month, because
Oh,
I figure what better way? We have a platform, right? As the
yeah.
Diva Dolls here on YouTube, on the internet, to be a safe space for queer people. So what better
Yes.
way than to you know Happy
Did
Pride
you?
Month.
You just came out of the bird book. What the hell is this?
Hi.
Not the mayor of Kentucky, Trump supporter, Glenn Jacobs, in the house. Whoa.
Ew.
You have
No.
never looked better. This is so funny. Need to
I'm not
leave the
gonna.
hair on. It was so funny.
No, because it feels more pussy with the little bun.
Oh my god, progressive cane. You know how there's blue cane? You got
Literally.
progressive Pride Month cane. You know what wig you should
Ew.
have worn? You know that fucking ugly vanity with the fucking rainbow at the front?
Hi, I'm Stacy Queen,
And I'm Ellawarra.
and welcome to the Pride Month edition of the Diva Dolls Pod.
The pod where we discuss the then, now, and forever of women's wrestling within the WWE.
Ew.
You know when they put Pride Month and they highlight Demon?
Yeah.
You're the Demon.
Yeah. I'm the demon in Pride Month. Ew.
Oh my god.
This is the future that Glenn Jacobs is trying to stop.
Why couldn't this be your look when you slept in? You would have been so much quicker.
I know.
The way your little chin is hanging out the bottom, it's so cute.
Hello. So we're here to talk about some classic content. We're back in 1999. Kane has his mask.
He does. He surely does.
Look, to be fair, I actually wanted to save this for when, because very soon in the timeline, Tori starts dating Kane.
Yeah.
But then it wouldn't have been Pride Month, and I feel like it's better if I'm going to be doing this. It might as well be a statement.
Honestly, I agree. You know who is supportive of us is The Undertaker. I
Yes.
saw I saw a short from his 6 Foot Under podcast. Maven was on an episode, and they were
Mm-hmm.
talking about chair shots, and people were saying that he was doing the savage chair shots to Maven to try and hurt him because he was like a new guy, as like a initiation hazing kind of thing. And then there was also a rumor going around that Taker would do vicious chair shots to Canyon because he was gay.
Mm.
And then the co-host was like, "Did you even care that he was gay?" And he was like, "No, I don't give a fuck." So I'm glad that there is a progressive brother of destruction.
Undergaker confirmed.
Gain and Undergaker. And Paul Bear.
Paul Bear. Rawr.
Fucking hell. All
Yeah.
right. Let's do this fucking shit. Set the scene. It's 1999.
It
Debra
certainly
McMichaels
is.
is our women's champion,
She certainly is. For
and
now.
for now, and she is in our first segment. I noticed it was Sunday Night Heat, and it is Jeff Jarrett versus Mark Henry for the Intercontinental Championship, and Debra is at ringside.
Yes, as is Ivory for D'Lo.
Ivory, yes, she
Yes.
was too.
Um, but we also get another debut. It is the debut of the GTV segments.
GTV.
Yeah. So this is when they start doing the GTV segments where it's random surveillance footage
Oh yes, yes, yes,
backstage.
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. So apparently at this time, Mark Henry was shitting loudly and D'Lo walked in.
Oh man, what's that? Fucking hell,
They
it's
were
too
just
much.
like, they were like, let's just fucking try anything. Let's throw
Well,
literal shit at the wall and see what sticks.
maybe this is what got Electra Lopez her job. She hacked the cameras back in '99, and they were like,
Yep.
"When you're old enough, we'll let you wrestle."
The theme of this episode, I feel, is like, there's a lot of Debra debauchery.
A lot of, a lot of, a lot of.
A lot of, a lot of Debra. She gets up on the apron, and then Ivory is like, nah, nah, and starts choking her with her chiffon.
Oh, this chiffon
Finally,
is, yes,
the chiffon has become useful.
yes, and it gets used a couple of times in this episode.
It certainly does. Did this match end?
Yes, um, Mark Henry ended up defeating Jeff Jarrett,
Sure, I'll take your word for it.
which means no, because Jeff's still the Intercontinental Champion, and this is a title match.
Sure, so I
No,
think maybe...
I know what happened. So, Stone Cold was on a rampage, and he decided in this episode of Sunday Night Heat he was going to interfere in every single match. So Stone Cold came down to the
Yes.
ring, beat it down on both boys, and I believe it was a disqualification finish.
Yes, because he was on the hunt for the higher power.
Yes, the higher power. I
Yeah.
got the power.
Higher.
This is also going to lead into our next match, which was on the same card.
Mhm.
Meet with PMS versus
Yep.
Ken Shamrock.
Yeah.
And pretty much the exact same thing happens. The girls get up, they're distracting Ken, the glass shatters, and Stone Cold comes down and beats them both up.
Yep. Ken Shamrock does make Meat tap out.
Oh, okay, well, there we go. We haven't
beforehand.
finished the match.
We
But,
got to finish on that one.
Yeah, but Stone Cold is definitely on a rampage.
So something I noticed, and this is very bizarre, but it'll continue throughout the episode. I noticed that when Jeff Jarrett and Debra were making their entrance for the first match, Debra lowers the rope for Jeff to get in the ring, but Jeff doesn't lower the rope for Debra to get in the ring.
Oh, there's a lot of misogyny in this episode.
When Meat comes out, he does that for the ladies, and it seems to be like it's a common occurrence, like throughout wrestling, as far as I've seen. Whenever a man and a woman enter the ring together, the man will always lower the rope for the woman to enter the ring, but not for Jeff Jarrett and Debra.
No, but you even see later in this episode he says some stuff which is not very nice.
No.
No.
So there definitely seems to be some kind of cracks showing there.
Cracks are forming. We're on a tectonic plate and there's an earthquake.
And then also on this same episode of Sunday Night Heat, it is revealed that Triple H has relinquished his King of the Ring spot for Chyna. So it is Chyna versus Val Venus in a qualifying match for the King of the Ring tournament. And this is the first time a woman has entered in a King of the Ring tournament.
Chyna,
I
trendsetter.
I believe it's the only time. I mean, unless she entered again in another year,
Yeah, I
maybe
don't know.
we'll
Yeah, I don't
find
know.
out. I guess.
Yeah, we will.
But yeah, we get a match between the two.
Yeah, and they have Val has Nicole at ringside, and Chyna has Hunter at
Yep.
ringside. Triple H interferes, and then Nicole Bass interferes. Chyna then takes out Nicole. She gets knocked
Mm-hmm.
down. Then Triple H gets back in the ring and takes out Val
Mm-hmm.
and puts Chyna on Val, and Val ends up no, Chyna ends up getting the win. The funny part of this was after Nicole got thrown out, she was literally watching Triple H attack Val, and then Nicole was the one that threw the ref back in the ring to make the count for Chyna to beat Val.
How does that make sense?
It makes no sense. But it happened. Welcome to 1999,
Yeah.
when nothing makes sense.
Before the match, Val is about to cut a promo, and I am dying to know what the fuck he was going to say. So, he said, the big Valboski is a lot like China's dog, and then China smacks him, and the match
Yeah.
starts. But, like,
What happened to China's dog?
I want to know. The only other note I have was for a fun line I heard on commentary, which was, Val's done a lot to women, but hit them isn't one of them.
Stupid. Yeah, there's always
Trans
like
women, on the other
a...
hand.
Yeah, oh yeah, he hates us. Insert tweet here.
Not again.
um, yeah, it seems to be a common theme that in the intergender matches, they'll do like holds, but they won't strike the girls.
Yeah. Very weird.
Yeah.
I was hoping that maybe because of this match, it might lead to a Chyna versus Nicole Bass match.
Yeah.
That would have been a slay, but unfortunately, no.
Nope. Sorry. Next night on Raw, we have the Ministry in the ring with a hooded figure that's holding a microphone to their mouth while Shane McMahon's voice is being played throughout the speakers.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shane ends up walking out. And everyone's like, oh, it's not Shane talking into the microphone. I wonder who it is.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it?
Well, then suddenly Vince McMahon is on the screen and demands that the higher power shows his face. Do you want to reenact it for us?
It's me, Austin! It was me all along! Ah!
And, like, the thing is, even when the hood was over, you could still see his iconic bum chin.
Yeah, we have the same chin, unfortunately.
Oh?
Mine's going to be filled out in August, though, so...
Oh.
Getting rid of it.
Then Linda McMahon and Stephanie McMahon appear on the stage, and Stephanie says, Dad! Shane! How could you be so cruel to me?
Oh, God. The acting.
And then Linda takes the microphone.
She started talking and I was like this. CEO, the company, and did you know that you don't have 50-50? We actually have 25% each.
Cue the SpongeBob. Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yes. She sucks on the microphone. Fuck.
I wish she sucked on it. That'd be more interesting.
Yes. But it is revealed that Vince and Shane do not own 50% of the company. Vince, Shane, Linda, and Stephanie collectively own 25% each. So they all have equal share in the company. But then Linda has revealed that they have given away their 50% to somebody else who's the new CEO of the WWF.
Yeah.
And she says, when she's describing what's going to happen in the office,
Uh-huh.
hilarious. That was
Uh-huh.
the best part.
Uh-huh.
She was like, I feel like in the office we're going to have some cut off shorts. People are going to be drinking on the job. And
The way she said
profanity.
it though. She's like,
We're gonna,
drinking on the job? Yep.
yep. And then we're going to have profanity.
A little
Mm-hmm.
profanity in the office would be just fine.
And then they reveal the new CEO of the WWF.
Meh, meh.
Stone Cold Steve
Stone
Austin.
Cold!
Love
Stone
it.
Cold! Stone Cold!
Stone Cold! He's stopping a mudhole and walking a track.
And he walks out with a cute little tie over his t-shirt.
Yeah, quite fierce.
So later in the episode, the Lady McMahons thank Stone Cold Steve Austin by giving him a briefcase full of beer.
Yeah, so funny. Honestly, this is kind of like the setup to the big feud.
Yeah.
Lots of McMahon Austin action
Yeah, that goes for quite a while.
until WrestleMania fucking what was it 17 on and off.
Yep. So they have a beer with him. It looks like they've tried to pan in so that it doesn't show Stephanie drinking the beer, but then it does show her drinking the beer.
Stupid.
And I believe one of his first actions as CEO was, I don't know, like I think he said that wrestlers can have one match with whoever they want,
Yeah,
kind of like granting a wish, perhaps.
he's a genie.
Yeah, and Test is in the ring,
Yeah.
and he has chosen that he wants his against Stephanie McMahon.
I want Stephanie. Doesn't he want to
And
take on a date?
yeah, so like
Diva?
the pretense is that it's for a match in the ring, and
Yeah.
she comes out and she's just like walking to the ring, just smiling, just like me,
Who? Me?
me, okay, toppling on down. And I did notice Test held the ropes for her,
Oh, what a sweetheart.
gentlemen.
Gentleman. This is hot.
I'm not for me.
Oh, for me, I want to take that test. Pop quiz. Pop it in.
Mm,
Wiggle it around.
yeah. And he gets down on one knee and proposes a date.
Yeah, it's really cute. And she agrees.
So I guess we'll find out more about that later on.
Next up, we have Debra in the ring with Michael Cole having a little interview.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that she needs to defend her women's championship against Nicole Bass. And then she says, nah.
No.
I didn't know that this was a rule. She gets to pick within the first 30 days of when she gets to defend her title.
No. So the rule is that, well, I don't think it's a rule anymore, but you have to defend your championship within 30 days.
Oh, well, Roman Reigns never did that.
Correct.
So it's definitely not a rule anymore.
No.
But she says that she wants to defend her women's championship match in a bikini contest against Nicole Bass. Boy, do we get one.
Yeah, we do. Yes, we fucking do. So Debra comes out first in a silver trench coat.
Quite
And
fierce.
again, he does not help her into the ring.
He doesn't. He hates her. He hates his wife. Are they married?
No. So at this point,
she's a McMichaels, not a Jarrett.
yeah, at this point, she actually is dating Stone Cold.
Oh, in real life? Were they actually
Yes.
together in real life?
Yeah.
I did not know this. Like, I know they on TV they were, but I didn't know it was a real life thing.
Yeah, so that's why they put them together on screen.
Love that.
I did some research this week, and discovered that they had quite a messy divorce, because Stone Cold hit her. Not great. I don't think that's really spoken about much at all.
No.
It's definitely changed my view of Stone Cold.
Yeah, DV is not for me.
Anyway, let's
Let's talk about Debra in a bikini.
let's talk about happier times.
Yes.
Debra in her element doing what she loves, which is showing her puppies.
Yes. We also have Nicole come to the ring. She's in a silky snake skin robe, very
Mm-hmm.
very gorgeous, and she's got her ramen noodle hair out.
Yeah, on
Wild.
display. Noodle party.
Noodle party. But then the girlies, they strip off. Nicole's first. She takes off. She derobes to a beautiful emerald green, which I believe was rhinestoned as well. Emerald green bikini. It looked good. I loved her.
Yeah.
She looked fierce.
Yeah.
Her body looks a lot better in a bikini than in fucking jeans and a singlet that they've been making her wear.
Absolutely. Like, as she was when she took off the robe and she was modeling, I was like, oh my god, work! Like, this is her doing fitness modeling,
She
her
looked hot.
bodybuilding.
Yeah.
And then Debra disrobes, and she's got little hearts on her puss and nips. Little hearts, because she loves you.
Yeah, it's like a little Valentine's Day two-piece. She got a heart and a pussy and a couple of hearts on her nipples. Well, they're out here, so
yeah,
but it's a little silver bikini with hearts on it.
And I was confused. I was thinking about it at this point. I don't know who is meant to be the heels and faces here.
According to the crowd, Debra's the face.
Yeah.
So, I don't fucking know.
I don't know. Again, maybe it was just different at that... I don't know, because... I don't know.
No idea.
Couldn't tell you.
But yeah, they end up using the crowd to figure out who is going to win. The crowd boos Nicole out of the stadium. And then the crowd goes off for Debra. And then Jerry Lawler goes, oh, it's a close one. We better check again. And then they repeat the same thing. And Debra ends up winning the bikini contest.
Even though Jerry says the wrong name.
What did he end up say? What did he say again?
He was like, Nicole, Debra.
That's it. Yeah, he fucked up. What a dickhead. Like that guy on Miss Universe.
So then Nicole takes her shoes off, so things are definitely about to go down.
Yeah.
And then Val starts attacking Jeff, and Nicole goes to swing a guitar at Jeff, but he ducks, and she hits Val instead.
She does.
Her baby boy.
She worked so hard to get him.
Literally. Devastating.
Oh, well, don't hit your man with the guitar.
Yeah. Then Val calls Nicole a screw up, and she says, screw you, and leaves him in the ring and walks away.
So I guess the romance is over.
Yeah. Broken heart.
Shit happens.
Yeah. I wonder if this is the last we're going to see of Nicole Bass, because, I mean, now that Sable's gone, you know, she doesn't have a role as a bodyguard, and she's not really having many matches. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. In that case, do you want to take a little break?
Let's take a break. I need to go do a big, fat shit like Mark Henry.
The Diva podcast is sponsored by Salon Extensions,
offering all of our listeners a discount on the exclusive ponytail line from the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15's Sasha Colby.
Plus, any of our listeners who are licensed cosmetologists, you can receive 15% off of all hair extensions in their pro store.
Because if it's good enough for mother, it's good enough for a diva doll like you.
You can now use code DIVADOLLS at checkout to get 15% off any of your purchases.
Cause you're a GODDESS.
Shop now at www.salonextensions.com.
That's SALONXTENSIONS.com. All right, we are back from Mayor Glenn Jacobs' Kentucky Derby rally to raise money for his mayorship in Mayortown, Kentucky, burning Inferno match.
Knox County.
Knox County, Knoxberry Farm. Remember when he gave the key to the city to Bianca Belair?
Knox County, more like Knox County.
All right, our next segment, we have one of those, what are they called? VHS segments?
GTV.
GTV. It is GTV. What does the G stand for?
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know that it's ever really revealed what these segments were for, or like what the storyline was meant to be. But I think one of the rumors was that it was going to be Goldust.
Ah, okay, yeah.
But I don't know if I've just misremembered that.
I have no clue. But this one involves our girlies PMS, and they're backstage talking about the boys.
This is my favorite one.
Yeah, it's really cute. They're like talking about how the other boys aren't nice to them or something. They're like...
Yeah, so Jackie is reading the WWF magazine. She's like, had him, don't want him.
So our girlies are bitching about the boys and saying that they just don't treat them right. But you know who does treat them right? Meat. They love Meat so much. They treat her like they're queens. They treat them like they're supposed to be treated.
Yeah.
Must be given a good dickin' to them.
Yeah. Because, Terry tells Jackie off for looking at other men.
Yeah.
But then, you know, because now Ryan Shamrock is in the group, they're, like, talking about Val Venus. They're talking about Billy Gunn. And then Terry makes a comment about Dustin on his wedding night, not being able to get it up. It's just so camp.
I love it. It's good to see that the girls can talk some trash about the boys instead of the boys just being misogynistic towards them.
Yeah, equal rights.
Equal rights.
Sorry, that felt weird to say as Kane. Fuck trans people. There we go. Whew. So next we have a backstage interview where Jerry Lawler is asking Test about his date with Stephanie. And Test says that she's really lovely, but they're just going to be friends.
Just be friends.
Then Jeff Jarrett walks past and tells Test to keep his eyes off of Debra.
Yes.
And then Jeff Jarrett and Debra head to the ring for an interview with JR.
So JR's in the ring and is interviewing Jeff Jarrett and Debra. And Jeff says that Debra is his and no one can have her. But that's when Test comes out and Test challenges Jeff Jarrett to a match. Is it for the title? Yeah, it is for the title. It is for the title.
Yeah, so before that, he is mad because Jim Ross announces Debra first.
Yes. This is where it happened.
And Jeff Jarrett refuses to answer a question from JR. So JR attempts to ask a question to Debra instead. And then Jeff Jarrett's like, no. I'm not done. Talk to me. It's about me, isn't it?
Isn't it? It's about me.
It's about me. But yeah, then there's a match between Test and Jungle Juice, Jeff Jarrett.
Yes.
The referee gets knocked down. Ken Shamrock runs down and attacks Jeff and drags Test on top of him for the win. And Test is now the new Intercontinental Champion.
Wild.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild.
Until
Until...
Debra goes up to Harvey Whippleman and gives him a little bit of...
Gives him a little bit of a shimmy shimmy shake, and then he decides to reverse the decision after the decision was made. I didn't know that this could happen.
Yep. The referee's decision is final.
He snatches the belt out of Test's hands, hands it to Jeff Jarrett, and then Jeff and Debra run off into the sunset.
Yep. So now it is the next night on Monday Night Raw, and it's a women's championship match.
Yes.
Is this our only women's match in this episode?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep. We have a woman in a match, but it's not two women.
Yeah. It is a women's championship match between the champion, Debra, against Ivory. So this is following up from a couple weeks ago when Ivory choked Debra out with her chiffon.
Yes. And what a fierce match it is, because the match starts pretty quick, but then Nicole Bass comes down to the ring. So she's back. She's back. Yeah. She comes in and interferes. Ivory ends up kicking Debra's ass with the chiffon and wants to choke her, but then Debra gets the chiffon and ends up choking Ivory until Nicole gets in the ring and then chokes out Debra. And then Ivory with a roll-up, a fruit roll-up, and gets the win. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow. We have our fourth women's champion of this belt.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. I thought it was worth noting that Debra was wearing a silver bikini.
Yes. Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
So,
I don't really understand why Nicole Bass was included.
Yeah.
But
maybe because that whole situation broke up Val and her, and then she got mad because Debra was involved in that. I don't know.
Who knows?
Nothing was really explained, but now is when we're going to be like, I don't know if we're going to ever see her again.
Yeah. Also on that episode, there is a match where Big Brazilian Buttman, also known as the Boss Man, is having a match against Test. And he gets disqualified, and he's beating up Test, and Stephanie runs down to save him from getting beaten up.
Yes. I feel like she's falling for Test.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see how this turns out.
Then, again, the next week on Sunday Night Heat, we get another GTV segment.
You know who it is?
I know exactly who it is. Please tell us.
It's Jan!
Yeah, it is.
So Jan is the very first makeup artist in the glam team for the WWE back in the late 90s. We spoke about her on our podcast with Mickey, the WWE makeup artist. So if anyone wants to know any more information about Jan and what she was all about, you can go and watch that. But she is not doing makeup in this scene. She is shaving Billy Gunn's ass.
Yep. And not just that, she finds a zit.
And isn't he mad about it?
He's very cross.
He's like, don't you tell. And he was like, you did that. You did something with the clippers. You gave me a zit. And she's like, I didn't give you a zit. And he's like, if you tell anyone that I've got a zit on my ass, I'm going to kill you.
It's my moneymaker.
It's my moneymaker. She really cops it every time.
Yeah. Poor love.
But we love Jan.
We love you, Jan. Thank you for your service.
Honestly, thank you for showing The Undertaker how to use an eyeliner.
Yeah. Then we have an interview in the ring. JR is interviewing Chyna and says that, she is the first woman of sports entertainment. She is the first woman to face a man one-on-one. She is the first woman to be entered into the Royal Rumble. And now she is the first woman in the King of the Ring tournament.
Yeah.
She was really just kicking down doors.
Doing everything, anything and everything, just to like do it. And she continues to keep doing more, which we will cover in future episodes, but
Yeah.
it doesn't stop here. She keeps
No.
going. She hasn't even won the women's title yet. She's done all the boys stuff first.
Yeah.
Crazy.
JR asks her if she's intimidated being in the King of the Ring tournament. She says, I'm not intimidated. Get used to talking about a Queen of the Ring.
Yes. Yes. And we
And
don't
then-
see another Queen of the Ring until Zelina Vega in 2022.
Yeah. And even then, it wasn't called Queen of the Ring.
No, not at all. They were just saying if she won, she would be Queen of the Ring because she has a vagina.
No, I mean, Zelina. That wasn't called Queen of the
Oh,
Ring.
yeah, it was called Queen's... What was it called? Queen's
Crown?
Queen's
Yeah.
Crown. Fucking, I don't know.
Very weird. And I made note, of a certain sentence that made me giggle, that was said by Triple H. He said, the biggest mistake anyone in this company can make is to look across the ring from Chyna and see a woman.
He was dating this woman at the time
Yeah.
and essentially called her a man.
And he follows that and says, take her like you would take anyone else.
I cannot.
No, I cannot either. And I feel like we need to take a moment to process this with a break.
Let's do it. When we come back, we'll get into the King of the Ring tournament, baby.
Alright.
I'll see you soon.
And we are back, and it is the King of the Ring pay-per-view 1999. That actually felt weird to say pay-per-view.
Yeah. Well, it was a pay-per-view. You used to
It
have to
was.
pay to view it. Now you just pay to stream it.
Yeah.
Premium and live.
And it's an event.
It is an event.
Oh, yeah. We were at one.
You know.
It was an event.
We went to a PLE.
We did. PLE. Pretty Little Estrogen. What?
Dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have Chyna in her King of the Ring match. She's a part of the bracket for this pay-per-view, and
Yes.
she is lined up to face a D-O-double-G, a Road Dogg, a Jesse James.
Yeah. So this is a quarterfinal match, I believe.
Yes. Yeah.
So this was kind of wild to me that they had the quarterfinals, semifinals, and final all in the one event.
Yeah, if you were going to be the King of the Ring, you had to win 3 times in one night.
Crazy.
Yeah, well,
Couldn't be me.
no. One and done.
Yeah. Before the match, Chyna gets to have an interview with Kelly's dad.
I love Kevin.
Kevin! Kevo! Kevin 07!
Big Kev.
That's what Mrs. Kelly calls him.
Kevin 07 or Big Kev.
Big Kev.
Oh, Big Kev.
If you know what I mean.
If you... Oppa!
Smashing plates.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, they have the interview.
Yes. And she says, when I was a little girl, all I wanted to be was a princess. And now I'm gonna be a queen.
Yes, you better work, Chyna.
Yeah. Then we go to the match.
Yeah, and it's a classic intergender match where Road Dogg doesn't want to hit her.
Yeah. And can I just add, I really miss photographers around the ring.
It's like a full like paparazzi. There was like
Yeah.
a gang of them. So many
Yeah.
of them.
And it's like, where are those photos?
On WWF.com, it's listed on the Titantron as they walk out.
No.
Download now.
So there's some fun commentary from JR. He calls her the jacked up Jezebel.
Jacked up Jezebel. I love that
Yep.
word.
Jacked or Jezebel?
Jezebel.
Right. Yeah. No,
Jezebel
it is.
Ellawarra.
That was Wednesday night.
Oh. Phil Doc Ellawarra.
And JR also says multiple times throughout the match that he is calling her a woman because she is not a lady.
Do you remember when they changed the theme song and it's like, don't treat me like a woman, don't treat me like a man, don't treat me like you know me. Love it.
Just treat me for who and what I am.
But yeah, the match, lots of
Don't treat me
shenanigans.
like a woman. Don't treat me like a man. Don't treat me like you know it.
All I remember from this match is Triple H interfering and Chyna winning. No, Road Dogg winning. That's all I remember.
Sorry, I do have one more note from commentary. JR says, I wonder if Chyna talks in her sleep. I bet she snores.
What has that got to do with anything?
What the fuck, JR?
What? I don't know.
I think your cowboy hat's on a little bit too tight.
Sleep apnea queen.
Yeah.
Stupid.
But yeah, at one point Triple H interferes, hits Road Dogg with a chain, but he kicks out. Then HBK comes out. He comes to the ring wearing a SMWA t-shirt, which is the Shawn Michaels Wrestling Academy.
Oh.
So after he retired for a little bit from 1998 to 2001, he opened up his own wrestling school, which trained some notable names such as Lance Cade, Paul London, Brian Kendrick, and Daniel Bryan.
Wow. Actually, I did know that Shawn trained him.
Yeah.
Wow. So fierce.
Yeah. And then the finish of the match, quite fun. Chyna goes to hit a low blow, but is wearing a metal cup.
Stupid.
So she's like, oh, ow.
I broke my wrist.
Ooh, owies. And then Road Dogg hits the pump handle slam and wins. No Queen of the
That's
Ring.
the win. No Queen of the Ring. At least we have Nia.
We have Nia now.
Yeah.
See, we have no Queen of the Ring now, but we do have a Nia later.
Goodbye.
But yeah, that's the event. That was the month that was June.
I really wish they would
1999.
have. I really wish they would have taken her a bit further in it. Like, not just have her get knocked out in the first round. Like, maybe second, or even taken it to the end and then have some shenanigans happen and get her screwed over. Like, kind of a cop-out getting rid of her in the first round. But
Yeah.
it's 1997.
And again, like, hindsight is definitely plays a big role in this. But, like,
Yeah.
the fact that the winner of the whole tournament was Billy Gunn?
So dumb. I don't even remember him being king.
No.
The only thing I remember is the Rock's promo where he's like, oh dear God, my name's Billy, and I just won King in the Ring. But the only thing is, everybody thinks that I absolutely suck. That's all I remember. That was his run.
Yeah. No. No Bum King.
No Bum King.
No Bum King. Look, going forward, I think there's definitely going to be... I know that our next episode that we're doing is going to be 2 pay-per-view cycles because I put together the content for the first, because up till Fully Loaded, 1999,
Mm-hmm.
and there literally wasn't even enough. Like, all of the footage together was 40 minutes.
Oh, rough.
And I was like, well, we can't be having that.
We
So
could've just live reacted to it.
literally, that's the episode. So our next episode of Classic, we'll be looking up until SummerSlam 1999.
Love. And what a pay-per-view it is.
I mean, I remember it.
So do I. I was there.
Of course you were. You're always there.
Yeah. 7-year-old me.
Well, Ellawarra, what was your takeaway?
I usually get Guzman Gomez, a burrito bowl with extra chips and a medium guacamole. And sometimes I get like a chicken tender taco on the side. Soft taco.
Jesus, what the fuck was that?
My mouse dropped.
I thought you said my mouse trap. I was like, Jesus, what are you doing to these mice?
Oh, cheese and whiskers. Wait, what's your takeaway for the week?
Well, you didn't answer it properly. Ellawarra, what is your takeaway for the week?
My takeaway for the week is that bikini contest and Nicole Bass actually showing that she is a sexy woman, sexy, gorgeous woman, and not just can be referred to as a man on commentary and the microphone all the time. She got to show off her hot body that wasn't in a fucking white singlet and jeans. What about you? Huh?
Mine's a silly one.
What is that?
Mine is, I wonder if Chyna talks in her sleep. I bet she snores.
It's so dumb. I'd love to know the context to that.
Oh, it was literally just while she was wrestling.
So dumb.
Like, no, nothing too wild.
Whatever.
Well, Ellawarra, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me everywhere at Ellawarra. That's ELLAWARRA. What about you, Miss Stacy?
You can find me everywhere at The Big Red Machine. No. At Mayor Glenn Jacobs. No. You can find me everywhere at The Stacy Queen. And you can also follow the Diva Dolls Pod everywhere at Diva Dolls Pod. If you're listening to the podcast version on your podcast app, be sure to leave a rating and review. I apologize for the sound of my voice for this week's episode. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'm sorry for this visual.
Yes, and if you want to see her beautiful face next week, make sure you click that bell icon so you can be notified when our next episode is live.
Yeah. What lock are we in today? Does Kane have a submission?
No, I don't think so. But The Undertaker does, so maybe we'll do the Hell's Gate.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm tapping out. I'll see you on the next one, Diva.
See you, Diva.
Bye.
The Diva Dolls podcast is brought to you by Stacy Queen and Ellawarra. All names, photos, videos, and audio used in this podcast are trademarks and copyrighted materials owned by the WWE and TKO Group Holdings. This podcast is not affiliated with or endorsed by the WWE and is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only.
Look, I'm looking right in the camera. I want to tell everyone, I picked up this mask when we were in Perth at Elimination Chamber and I said, I want this. And Stacey said, no, you don't.
Yeah.
And now look at you in my mask. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off.
Is this like the worst episode of The Masked Singer ever?
I reckon it's going to be Shannon No.
What about me?
Oh my God. You look like a Dalmatian.